De'Aaron Fox just got traded to the Spurs. Zach Lavine is with the Kings. Oh my God. Here's my reaction. Now, when it comes to De'Aaron Fox is known as the fastest player in the NBA. And if he's not the fastest player, the fastest point guard in the NBA, he's definitely one of the fastest players. And that speed is dangerous. He is literally a blur. Now, my concerns was his shooting. My concerns was his ability to pass the ball, because he's known more as a scoring offensive player, whereas you have a Chris Paul who's known as a passing guy, right? Now, I'm saying this because De'Aaron Fox is now going to be paired with Wemby. So I'm just like, okay, well, he's not really an assist guy, but after what I saw last night, I was like, you know what? I think the Spurs are going to be more than okay. They literally have the point guard for their near future pairing with Wemby. This is going to be a dangerous pairing, because as long as De'Aaron Fox stays healthy and stays fast, he's going to be hard to deal with. And Wemby is already showing us that he is an all-world generational talent. So the Spurs are, this is a win-win for them. Now, as far as Zach Lavine going to the Kings, this is a trade that I don't like, because I want to see Zach Lavine somewhere where he can actually star, somewhere where he can actually be the guy. I know he was supposed to be that for the Chicago Bulls, and it tripped me out, because I'm like, he actually put up really decent numbers. I thought he was a all-star. I keep hearing everybody saying that his contract is terrible, and I'm like, well, what does that have to do with him? He's actually out there producing. But I guess I'll have to do a little more research on that to see exactly why the Bulls were so why the Bulls wanted to trade him so bad, because that's something I did not understand. Now, trading him to the Kings have shown me that they just do not know what they're doing. They went from having damn near a team full of point guards to now they don't have a point guard. Now their point guard is Malik Monk. Malik Monk is a scoring two guard. Can he be a playmaker? Well, I guess he's going to be forced to be a playmaker. But I will say this, it will be kind of exciting to see Malik Monk jumping in the air, Zach Lavine jumping in the air, and DeMar DeRozan jumping in the air. It's just going to be a matter of how does that mesh? How is that going to work? I believe DeMar DeRozan can be a better defender, and I believe that Malik Monk is a decent defender. So I don't really like it for Zach Lavine. I just don't. I don't like the trade for Zach Lavine. I mean, I feel like he could have been on a better team, doing better things. And, maybe, for instance, putting him on the Golden State Warriors would have been good, because Steph Curry needed a two guard, but they literally just got Jimmy Butler. So I guess there was no other destinations. I don't know. This was a weird one for me. But I guess if the Kings were thinking we need to at least get an all-star caliber type of player, then I guess Zach Lavine is not a bad pickup. I just think we just saw Zach Lavine and DeMar DeRozan together with the Chicago Bulls, and I think it had a little bit of success, but I think they really was just constantly just hit with injuries. So what's going to happen with the Kings? Now, this really isn't making sense coming from the Bulls, because Zach Lavine is 29, right? So if he's 29, that means he still has some left in the tank. That means he's, getting close to the end of his prime versus not being in his prime at all. Now, the funny thing about this trade also, as far as Zach Lavine and De'Aaron Fox, I'm mainly just focused on the main pieces. I know there's other pieces, draft picks and all that, but I'm mainly focusing on these two because this is the most important part of this trade. De'Aaron Fox, Zach Lavine. Now, their numbers are very, very similar. The only difference is the size and the change in position. Again, I'm wondering, how is this actually going to work with the Kings? Because with the Spurs, this is going to be a hell of a pairing. Putting De'Aaron Fox with Wemby, the alien, The when we say a generational talent, if Wemby doesn't get hurt, he may go down as one of the best ever. I mean, we have never seen a guy at 7'4" hitting 1 foot 3-pointers. In fact, who else in the league do you see shooting one-legged 3-pointers and actually making them? That's crazy. On top of that, we know that Wemby has a lot of room to grow because he's still skinny. So if he puts on some weight like Giannis did, oh my gosh. And on top of that, guys muscle him. They do knock him around, but he still gets up to block their shots. So this is really going to be interesting. And I'm happy that Wemby has somebody else to pair with him because, man, this is going to be fun to see. I'm a basketball fan, but I'm a Laker fan first. But I have a question for you. What do you think? Comment your thoughts under this video. Thank you for watching.